What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Savage Land. Welcome back to another episode of
G.I. Joe
is G.I. Joe.
And today on G.I. Joe is G.I. Joe, we'll be talking about the Hasbro Pulsecon, the online Pulsecon that they have. I'll just talk about when they do those Pulsecon events. It's all so corporate, man. I really wish they would stop making those events like they're talking to 10-year-olds or 11-year-olds. And the reason why I say that, they spent so much time doing other stuff like these Q&As, and the G.I. Joe game looks pretty cool, but showing off that they didn't get a chance to get to their digital renders. Like, who is the goof that goofed that up? Daltone looks good. He kind of looks like a punk with toys, with hair. But man, they gave him a great face sculpt. They upgraded him great. I asked my brother, me and him I was talking to him because he's 4 years older than me, so he's more familiar with Daltone. I was like, I wonder how they're going to upgrade him, being that we're in the future now. We don't need such a huge backpack. But they found a way to make it cool by installing like a laptop or a comm system inside of his backpack and putting some articulated features on his backpack, like his earpiece that's able to come down. He can talk, and then he has a cell phone. Of course, I know they had to add him with a cell phone, being that this is the current day and time. And a lot of that stuff you can hook into his gun, as far as the cell phone, and it just made that kind of outdated backpack, made it compatible with today's times, man. And the scope looks good. He looks good. Definitely a figure that I'm definitely gonna pick up. Has the OD green, kind of a beige tan look on him, man, and he looks good. Well, next we'll go to Leatherneck. Leatherneck also looks like a punk with toys, with hair. I guess it's the broom mustache or something, man. But they look good, man, as far as their face sculpts. And they almost kind of like one and the same when I look at them. They got the same kind of color palettes on them, the green with the tan, and they're just really solid figures. Leatherneck straight in the pocket, man. Doesn't come with too much backpack. Has his machine gun there, sidearm, knife. And he has extra set of glasses that he can put on also that looks pretty cool, man. And just a solid character for those guys looking for those original Joes, brought up to a modern day standard, and they knocked it out the park. They only released showed off four figures yesterday, but all of them are very solid. Next, let's go to the Saw Viper. I thought the Saw Viper was going to be a good looking figure when I seen the digital render. Seen some of my earlier videos. That's one of the ones I was looking forward to. And he looks good. He has like kind of almost not really monochromatic color, but it's just a solid purple with just different tones of purple, man. And I guess you would say violet. He looks good. I like him. He just has this bulky look to him, like he has a bomb suit on with a collar around his neck. You can remove the helmet. He has a mask. He comes with the machine gun with the looks like a chainsaw attachment to it that you can take off, backpack with for the belt feed for the machine gun, and he looks kind of big. I like this. What I've seen a lot of people say is they're gonna treat this as a standalone character, and I don't blame them, because this is one of the figures I want to troop build 10, at least get 10 of them, and it's been a minute since I wanted that many troop builders, man. But I think he's dope. I think he's solid. I think he's a rock star in his own right. And then last but not least, we're gonna go to Xandar. Xandar looks really, really freaking good. This is a rock star right here. I haven't seen a rock star or called a figure a rock star on this channel in a minute, but this guy is, and he looks like one. I love his hair sculpt. I like the overlay as far as his vest. He's not bare chested. He has some nice like gold paint hits of skull on the shoulder pads. The belt looks good. He looks really detailed, and you can take the vest off. Of course they said, give the heat treatment, but what I was most interested in, his backpack. He has the best looking backpack. It looks like a little designer backpack, like it was made by Louis or something. I guess it's with the diamond cut stitches on there on the back, but looks really, really good. It has his little machine gun, some knives on him, and he has a 9mm, and then of course he has a Rana scarf around his neck. It's been a minute since in a regular line I wanted to buy two figures, but I pre-ordered two of these. I really wanted an extra one of these laying around, and I heard that he has tattoos and stuff like that and scarring up under that vest, so when you take it off it just continues, and I think from the face paint on down, man. But dope looking figure. Now the digital renders, was something they goofed up on. I would say this, the G.I. Joe Zoo is nothing to be messed with. That German Shepherd on Law and Order looks so dang gone good, and Law, he looks good too, man. So both of those figures are Mwah. And then the heavy duty. I never cared about heavy duty's weapon system. I always thought it looked dumb. I never had him as a kid, but this one right here, I like it. I got another brother in the line. He looks good as far as his sculpt, his build, and just a different look on him. He's got that early 90s look with that flat top, but they gave him a head sculpt with a backwards cap, and this man right here can't wait to team up with Mr. Savage. I'm definitely gonna have a lot of fun adventures, man. But out of those two, even though I really like heavy duty, Law and Order, and that German Shepherd, the German Shepherd is really like, wow, that's fire. But yeah, G.I. Joe is consistent. They are consistent, man. I'm not gonna gloat and glam too much more of them because they're just a consistent line. That's why this episode of G.I. Joe is consistent. Even though there was 4 releases out, man, they all were solid, man. The upcoming pre-orders all solid, man. They look good in the physical form. Now the last thing let's talk about Starduster here. I was able to order Starduster, went on at 5, got me 2, and that was good. That's how it should be. That's how that Once a Man Cobra Commander should have been, because Starduster, you might not want him as much as Once a Man Cobra Commander, but we need to stop acting like Once a Man was so high up on the list. But it automatically goated itself when it sold out like that, because some people wanted that thing, man, and then when some people couldn't get it, a lot of people wanted it, and a lot of people couldn't get it, man. So hopefully they'll bring that back around, but can't wait for Stardust. He has a November 1st release, so we'll see what's up from there, man. But he looks good. I definitely ordered 2 of him, man, and can't wait to have him in the collection. But this is the Savage Land. What do you guys think about the new release? I think G.I. Joe is consistent and solid. I think every figure up there, man, it is a favor with somebody. If you can, give me a like, comment, subscribe, and with that being said, until the next time,
God bless.